Well, it looks like Audi's got an e-tron GT locked up in prison in the building here. You can't even get to it. So since we can't get to that, let's get to what we're here for. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. It's the Sunday Rant. And while we are trying to look at an Audi, what we're really going to talk about is what was in the news this week. And it's amazing. Did you hear about it? Oh, I couldn't believe it. And there I'm in the dark. Okay. So what was said this week? Do you remember? Let's go back in the Wayback Machine, all right? Get in your phone booth and dial the number. We're going to go back. Right? Anybody remember? Okay, Mark has gone off his rocker. Remember when they said, hey, we're going to have an apprenticeship program. You're fired. Okay, of 18 to 21-year-olds, right? And we're going to put them in trucks because there's a big trucking shortage. And who said that? The liars, right, in my opinion, certainly, at the ATA. Because it's certainly, if anything, it should be flagged as false news, right? Okay. So they said, and then people wrote to me on still, right, and say, Mark, this is going to be a problem. They're going to take all of our jobs. It's going to ruin the trucking. And I said, number one, right, if they want to drive, okay, but you know, they're not going to come and take all your jobs because apparently they're smarter than us. Well, guess what? There's been some numbers released today. Now, here's the dealio. They said up to 3,000 people at a time could be in this apprentice program. Then when somebody gets graduates or whatever, or for whatever reason is not in it, you can bring another person in once you hit that 3,000 person cap. And up to 1,000 carriers could sign up to participate. Okay, now this has been about a year that this has been going on. So we've got some numbers now. How many people do you think are in the apprentice program right now? This is someone who's under 21 who has said, yes, I want to go drive a truck, and so I'm going to go in this apprenticeship program, and I'm going to get with the program. Do you know how many there are? 2,800? No. 2,200? No. The number is actually 4. Not 400, not 42. 4 people are participating. 4. And of the 1,000 spots for companies, they've signed up, I think it was 27, but it's something in the 20s of companies that have signed up for it. And they've only convinced 4 people to get in and become truck drivers. I don't know if they're not selling it right. I guess they're like, hey, why don't you leave all your friends and come and do this and be gone for weeks? Because the apprenticeship program, as far as I've seen, is for drivers that are gone. I haven't seen any that are local, but then hardly anybody's in any of them. So that's a tough sell. And then they're like, plus half of your time's not going to be paid, right? So that's the tough sell. And in almost the same word, almost the same time, Pete Buttigieg comes out and says 300,000 people per year leave trucking. And the trucking is like, I don't know about that. So if, according to the ATA's facts, I guess, whatever they are, they need 60 to 80,000 people. 300,000 a year leave trucking. Those people, if you just kept 20% of them, you'd solve all of that. So why don't they want to solve that? Because they get all these grants, I keep saying this, to get new people in. There's virtual no cost to them for new people that get in the industry, whereas to hire somebody with experience that just gets hired, they don't get to go to the government and say, hey, we need to get this person trained or whatever. They don't get anything for that. So they're all about, let's churn new people through. Let's have 4 people in a room. It's in Iowa, stuff like that. But they don't want anything to do with experienced drivers. And so if you're like at Swift Night US, as we found out, right? How many experienced drivers, honestly, do they get going there each week? 1 for the whole country? I mean, if you were thinking of getting a job and you have any kind of experience at all, would you consider one of those places? And so they've developed a reputation, rightly so, of being horrible. And the reputation is so bad that even 18 to 21-year-olds know about it. And they can't get people to do it. And I don't know if any of that company has signed up for this apprenticeship program. They didn't say still who signed up, but they did say it was only in the 20s. And actually 4 people is all they've been able to, basically kidnap and bring into the program. That's it. And made into indentured servants. That's it. 4 people. So I'll say this program right now, you don't have to worry about that. There's only 4 more people in that program than there are autonomous trucks driving around the country. So nothing to not be ashamed of, but to worry about. Nothing to see here kind of thing. And trucking, it's not me, it's you. Okay, for trucking, you can't get people because it's you. And I will give trucking, the industry and the people at the ATA, some famous last words from that great philosopher, Michael Jackson. All right, when he said in his famous song, right, what did he say? Take a look in the mirror and make that change. Okay, there's something. That's words to live by for the ATA when you can't even take basically the most gullible people with all your fancy TikTok videos and stuff put out that were sponsored in the background by all these companies and all that, and where they have their brown-nosed drivers put videos out on how great it is. You still can't convince them because they're still apparently smarter than the people that are sitting at a dock and not being paid. Okay, they won't even do that. And I agree with them for that kind of thing. Okay? So don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about the e-tron. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with another Trucking Answers.